What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nika. So today it is time for another Tea Talk, aka Nika's News. So today I decided to do a personal tea talk. Of course, always talking about me, my life, me, myself, and I. Okay. Anyway, first of all, I want to go ahead and give honor to God for allowing all these things to happen in my life, positive things, okay? And also, I want to thank all my subscribers, all my followers, people who have been consistent with watching my material. I want to thank you. I appreciate you and keep on watching, okay? Make sure you guys keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing, and keep watching, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. But anyway, guys, so first of all, I want to go ahead and get into it. So I pretty much told you guys about how I felt like life was not starting off. Not really life, but my year wasn't starting off the way I wanted to start off. So I'm past that now, okay? So I have moved on. Things been getting better for me. And I thank God. Now, I'm still nervous about a lot of things going on in my life. I'm still nervous. My faith is rocky. My faith is shaky. But I'm still trying to trust God, and I still be praying that He open these doors. I definitely need to be reading that Bible more so I can get more understanding of what He's trying to tell me. But anyway, so you guys on my personal channel, you have seen that I posted I got a new car. So I did get a new car. And even though most of the time people get a new car, they're happy about the car, they're excited and everything, I'm still kind of sad and gloomy. And for the people who don't know, look at the car right here. Car look nice, right? Okay. And look at the car over here after I got my windows tinted. Still look nice, right? Okay. And you see my face. I'm still sad about it, you know. I'm still sad because I really miss my car. I had a 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT, which is considered a sports car. And I'm sad about it because I actually had that car for 7 years. And I decided to go ahead and get rid of it. And the reason I decided to get rid of it is because I used my car as collateral like a year or so ago. And the interest was crazy high. And they was actually charging me double what the value of my car was. So I wanted to just wipe the slate clean and just get rid of the car. So what I did was I just went ahead, purchased me a new vehicle, and I just went ahead and gave that car back. I just like traded it into the lender or whatever. But like I said, the car had been paid off. The car was mine. I owned it. I used it as collateral for some expenses that I needed to take care of. But then my interest was just sky high. So I was like, Lord, I don't really know what I want to do because, you know, I kept trying to, you know how you go and you get your payoff quotes. I kept accessing my payoff quotes. And I'm like, look, why it ain't going down? Like, I've been paying on this joint like a year, 2 years. It ain't moving. It ain't shaking. It ain't going down. Why is it still, you know, why this joint still reading what it's reading? Like, what's the deal? So it just like all my payments wasn't doing anything. It wasn't helping me at all. So I was like, look, I need to kind of wipe my slate clean. I'm going to just let them have the car and I'm going to just get out of this. And if I owe them anything at the end, we're going to figure it out when we get there. Okay. But right now, I ain't paying you another penny. Like, I'm not. So that was my reason for getting rid of my car. Because I'm sure everybody be like, oh, they trying to figure out my ins and my outs. You know, I don't mind telling you because it's my life. It's my business. Okay. But anyway, so I decided to go ahead and get rid of my car. So that is why I do not have my Hyundai Elantra anymore. So now I currently have a 2017 Jeep Renegade. And it's a cool car. It's cool. But like I said, I'm not all that excited because I really miss my car. And I told you guys about me trying to get the window sill on the driver's side fixed because I kept hearing wind coming through the window. So the company that I got the car from did agree they were going to go ahead and take that, like, take that loss. I don't know if it's a loss to them or not, but they're going to fix it for me free of charge. So I personally don't have to worry about that charge. And I was trying to pay for it out of pocket due to the fact that I really didn't want to drive back to them because they were so far from my house, my location. I didn't want to have to take that drive. But I was getting a runaround from all these other people around town in my local area to fix the window for me. So I kept getting a runaround. So I was like, man, let me just call them. And then I went to the actual Jeep dealership here in my area. And they was like, well, I would really, if I was you, I would just call a dealership. They might pay for it. You might get lucky and they'll pay for it. You don't know till you ask. You just bought the car. They might pay for it. And I was like, oh, I don't think so. But then I called them up. They was like, well, look, if you bring the car back to us, let us check it out. I can't guarantee we're going to pay for it, but we might. We might not. I don't know. But we will put gas in your car. So I was like, okay, if you're going to put gas in the car, I'll drive back, So I went on, drove back. And long story short, they were like, hey, it's an expensive fix, but we're going to go ahead and handle it for you. And I'm like, what? Look at God. Because I was praying to God like, look, God, man, I don't know if I like this car. Do I want to take it back? What I want to do? Because I'm already getting frustrated and I'm already annoyed. I keep hearing all this air gushing through my window. Like, how much is this going to be to get fixed? Da, 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 da. And I'm already questioning God like, look. You on my side? What? You on my team? What? You let me know something because I ain't feeling it. So God was like, look, Sierra, how put it on brakes. You kept asking for a car. I don't know if you was truly listening to me or not. I was you listening? Did you rush into this deal? What? Did I answer your prayer? What? You asked me for it. You got it. Now you unhappy about it. That's kind of how he talked to you, right? So you got to be real with yourself. So I don't know. I still don't know if I rushed into it or not. But I got it. Can't get out of it. I'm like ducking bullets, dodging. Which way am for real? Like, which way to go? So anyway, Neil, like I said before, he really likes the car more than me. But they said they handled that window. Thank you. And then I got in my car and they had flipped my car back up on F. Like, completely on F. And I'm like, thank you. 2 blessings in one day. So next thing. The same day I bought my car, the lady called me and was like, hey, your shed arrived. And I'm like, well, dang. On the same day? So I couldn't go that day to go look at the shed because we literally had got back home. And then I think it was like 5 or 6 o'clock when she texted and was like, hey, your shed is here. And she took a picture and sent it to me. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to go down there when we can and go check it out. So the next day, we took a trip out of town again to go look at the shed. Now, we was probably at that building for probably 10, 15 minutes. And it took us like 2 hours to get there. And I'm like, man, all this ripping and running and driving we doing. So we went ahead, looked at the shed. Now, the shed, the color did not match what I told her I wanted. But it wasn't like a no-go for me to be like, oh, I don't want that. It wasn't that bad, but this is what I wanted. You see that? This is what I got. Okay, you see that? All right. So, not the same. As you can see, they're not the same. But only thing that was different was the color. So, I pretty much wasn't going to be like, oh, I don't want it, and make them do it again because it takes a month for them to build these things. And then they had to ship it from wherever they built it at and bring it to their lot. And then they have to take it from their lot and deliver it to me. So I have not physically got it on my property yet, but I should be getting it by next week. I should have it delivered to me. Now, outside of that, I'm like, Lord, Okay. You answered that prayer as well. You got me the shed that I asked you for. I've been talking about it since last year. I actually been talking about a shed for 2 years. So I finally got the shed that I've been wanting for 2 years. Because you guys know I'm trying to do my live podcast. I'm trying to get out here. I'm trying to do bigger, better things. And even when I just post on YouTube for you guys, I want to have my own personal space. Because sometimes I want to post at night, when my kids are home. And that can't be done because they are noisy. Okay, kids will be kids. That's it. Kids gonna be kids. That's it. So sometimes I just want to be in my own domain, my own location, my own area, be free, be free. Free. But that's it. So now I'm thinking like, okay, Lord, I got both the things I asked you for. Two things I asked you for, you open that door. You open that door. And I'm going to be real with you. Finances is an issue. Finances is on my mind because you can't pay for these things without money, right? So I've been praying to God, like, look, financially, I need you to open some doors for me. Like, I waited 2 years to get my shed. And I waited a little bit of time to get a new car. And then also, too, I didn't just decide to get rid of my car just because I had a loan on it and all that kind of stuff. That wasn't it. We actually was having some mechanical issues, like a lot of issues with it. My check engine light kept popping on and we kept doing a lot of fixes because I'm going to sit here and tell you the whole rundown of everything I've replaced on that car. I've had to do a catalytic converter. I've done the spark plugs twice. I've put coils on that car twice. Now we've replaced about 2 or 3 sensors. And of course, Neil did do, I believe it was my brakes. Neil to put tires on that car, I believe, twice. And for some reason, oil burns through that car like there ain't no tomorrow. So literally, I could get an oil change, and 3 or 4 weeks later, that oil will be burnt out. So of course, every time I did an oil change, we had to put oil stabilizer in it. So we have had to do a lot of stuff to that car. And I say we because Neil be trying his best to help accommodate any repairs to my car. I appreciate him as well. He's a blessing. Thank you, Neil. But we've had to do all of that. And I mean, that was just money. And of course, because my car, my catalytic converter was welded under. So of course I had to go to a welder to put it on. And if you guys look up how much coils cost, if you go to the dealership. And like I said, I've had my spark plugs done twice. The first time I had my mechanic do it, he must have put some off-brands up there because they lasted 1 year. And when I went back to the dealership, they was like, look, these spark plugs is burnt up. So then I had to do them again. And this time I let the dealership do it. So, yeah. So all that stuff, you got to think of money. And for some reason, I don't know if it was a malfunction because I kept having my airbag light pop on. Now, since I bought the car, the airbag light had always been on for some odd reason, but it'd be coming on, going off, coming on, going off. So it just always on. So it might have just been a malfunction, whatever. I don't know. But that's one thing that was always on from the time I bought the car. But it never caused any issues with anything. It just was a light that was on. But I just been putting money. And I was just like, Lord, I hope the new car I got now, I definitely get a few years out of it. I want more than a few years, but I'm hoping I don't have to do anything. And I'm going to be honest with you. My car was a great car. Like, great car. I didn't have no issues with it. I actually just started doing all these repairs literally maybe a couple years ago. It's like one thing happened, and then it may give me a little space, a little bit of time, and then something else will happen, and then I get a little bit of time. But then it's like with those sensors, it was back to back. Like, he'll put a sensor in it, 2 weeks later, it pop on again for another sensor. He'll put that sensor in it, 2 weeks later, pop on again for another sensor. Like, what in the world? Like, literally 2 weeks. We got to a point where my car didn't want to start. And I took it to 2 or 3 dealerships. They couldn't figure out why I won't start in. And we like, okay, something wrong with it because it ain't cranking up. I'm at work and it won't start up. Like, I'm stranded out here and it won't start. And it was doing that for like a month straight. So it was just a lot of stuff was going on with that car. So it was probably time to upgrade anyway. And honestly, the car I got now has so much more, like so much more technology in it. Even for it to only be 3 years newer than what I had, it got a whole lot more in it than I expected. I wasn't even thinking it would have all that stuff in it, but it got a lot of stuff in it. Tech stuff that Neil was like, he was so excited. I mean, he was going through figuring out how to do this, how you do this, what this, that. Look, I was like, boy, we gonna switch cars because I'm gonna let you take this one and I'm gonna take your Toyota Highlander, okay? Because I actually love driving that bad boy, and it's big too. But it just seemed like it drives different. It drives smoother to me. I just like it. But I don't know. I like his better than I like mine. But that's the story behind it. Anyway, so I know how to jump back on to the whole car situation. But let me go back to, like I said, finances. You need money to do all of this. I need money to pay for this car. I need money to pay for this shed. And both combined, I'm like, oh, Lordy, how much money is this going to be? And then on top of that, I do want to get my shed customized. I told you guys I'm trying to get my shed customized to look just like a room. It has to be insulated, drywalled, painted. And of course, I'm going to have heat and air in it. Now, not no units, but you know, maybe if I have to have a window unit in the window for the air and a heater plugged up for the heat or something, but it's going to have heat and air in it. You know, the cheaper routes, and you got to have the lights and all that stuff put in it. That for sure is going to be a couple $1,000. So I'm going to have to take my time to do all of that because I'm going to have to save over time to get all this done. But these are things that I want to do. So, you know, I might have to pick up some shifts at work for all the people who know I work 2 days a week. I'm going to have to pick up some shifts at work so I can have some money coming in to pay for all that, right? But this is just me being transparent with you guys. I tell you, I'm open. I'm honest like a book. Ain't no point of me sugarcoating and lying about it. No need. I tell you because I'm choosing to tell you, not let somebody else tell you my story. Okay? And this is the real. People try to hide behind, can they afford this? Can they afford that? Do they have this? Do they have that? People living their best life on camera, but at home, they like this. Struggling to a T. I'm not going to be up here sugarcoating and making it seem like, oh, I'm rolling in dough. I'm living my best life. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Look, I'm taking it slow. Everything take payments. I had to save to get this for my shed. I had to save. I've been saving for, you know, to get that shed. For the car, I had to save, you know. I had to save. I had to get my credit right. I had to do all this, you know, to get where I'm at. You know what I mean? It takes time. Baby steps. You know, but I'm not going to act like, oh, I got here because of these. Or no. And I'm still not where I want to be. But I still thank God because God been opening doors. Like I said, God opened all these doors. Even when I doubted him, he opened all these doors. And I'm still asking for more and more and more. And I know God is like, look, sugar, look, you are one of my favorites, but you got to calm down. Because you're asking for too much. Okay? But that's all I wanted to say. I just felt like talking. Just wanted to do my little tea talk, my news. Let you know how it is, what it is, what's going on. Keep you up to date on my life. But anyway, guys, that's it. But I want to thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Take it easy. And it's being real. Peace out.